Welcome, wrestling fans. Welcome to Curtain Jerkin. As always, I'm your host, Jacob Grondy, reporting for the Main Event Mark's YouTube channel and my own Spotify. Check me out on Spotify. Check me out on Apple Music. This is an unprecedented amount of podcasting I'm doing this week. This is the second one of the day, but they're little mini episodes. I didn't want to do a big episode for WrestleMania weekend. I just wanted to do these little mini episodes and just showcase my enjoyment throughout the weekend. And man, did I enjoy ROH's Supercard of Honor. I did not watch SmackDown. I saw that Bobby Lashley won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Man, that's got to suck. You wanted him to go up against Brock Lesnar. Then you thought we were going to get him against Bray. And then Bray apparently walked out. And then now here he is winning the Andre the Giant Battle Royal on SmackDown. Not even on the show. So that's got to it's got to suck for Bobby Lashley. But hey, man, he's getting a WrestleMania payday. Gets to maybe put his feet up and watch from the skybox Saturday and Sunday. Or maybe he's just flying home. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Because apparently Vince McMahon, heavily rumored to officially be a WWE employee again. A day out from the biggest show of the year. We thought it would be the first WrestleMania without him. Just when you thought he was gone, he pulls himself back in. He is officially a WWE employee now. Does that mean he's going to affect the outcomes of the matches tomorrow? Who knows? Was he probably going to affect the outcomes anyways? I mean, that's what people are suggesting. So, Vince McMahon back, as an official employee in WWE for whatever reason. We also have CM Punk and AEW reportedly reached an agreement before these recent Instagram posts that CM Punk made. That sucks. That hurts my heart a little bit. I would have loved to see CM Punk back in AEW. Kind of a nice tip of the cap to a good career. I mean, he's definitely the most marquee star that AEW's ever had, including Chris Jericho, including Kenny Omega, anyone you can think of, Bryan Danielson. I would have loved to have seen Punk versus Omega. I would have loved to have seen a rematch with Punk and Jericho. I would have loved to have seen FTR and Punk versus Omega and the Bucks. Punk versus Malachi Black. Lots and lots of matches you could do that we are not going to see anytime soon, unfortunately. What can you do, man? One of my favorites all time seems to not be at consistent odds with anyone that he works with, which is a bummer. What can you do? You kind of love him for being the anti-hero on screen, but then you kind of find out that maybe he's a little bit of that anti-hero in his own mind behind the scenes as well. You don't really know what to make of it if you're just, from my perspective, just a lifelong fan, honestly. I remember I had a CM Punk t-shirt in high school. It said a bunch of straight edge shit on the back. This was when he was in Ring of Honor, Second City Saints. And all these, guys with these Norma Jean hoodies were asking me if I knew what straight edge was. And I kind of knew what straight edge was because I knew, CM Punk, and I knew, that it was somehow linked to music and not doing drugs and stuff. But I really was... through wearing that shirt, these kids were kind of gatekeeping me, but through gatekeeping kind of teaching me. And, I never was straight edge, but I definitely like some straight edge music. I like H2O, I like Bane. So CM Punk, beyond the world of wrestling, kind of influenced a lot of my thinking. But I think I'm going on a tangent here. I'm not here to talk about CM Punk. I'm here to talk about Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor. I ranked every single match from worst to first, just like I did with New Japan Pro Wrestling / Impact Wrestling's Multiverse United show. Check that out. I also did a WrestleMania preview show earlier in the week. So just, if you're on Main Event Mark's YouTube channel right now, or you're on my Spotify account, just maybe binge listen a little bit here before the granddaddy of them all. But let's get into the matches for ROH Supercard of Honor. Number 8 out of 8. AR Fox, Blake Christian, Metallic versus the Embassy. Wasn't AR Fox with Top Flight? What happened with that? I don't know. He's with these 2 other high flyers. I'm into it. Cutter City from AR Fox. Then he dives on one member of the Embassy, gets in the ring, and then dives on the other member of the Embassy. You gotta love that shit. Blake Christian with a Fosbury flop. Then the powerhouses start to powerhouse. Metallic 1-2 cage kicks out. Double lariat from either side. From the Embassy to Blake Christian. I thought that move was kind of cool. Huge Michinoku driver from cage 1-2-3. The Embassy retains. Number 7. This pains me to say, but the second worst match on the card, Tanahashi versus Daniel Garcia. Toothless Tanahashi, after biting into an apple earlier today, losing his teeth. He apparently bit into a power bar a few months ago and lost his actual teeth, but then he lost his fake teeth that I guess were like glued in or whatever earlier today, eating an apple. Garcia taking it to the ace, doing his silly face cover dance. I don't know what's up with that, but it's over with me. I laugh every time he does it. I don't get it, but I laugh. Mocking Tanahashi, mocking Nakamura for whatever reason. Clover leaf. Garcia gets to the ropes. Neck breaker, high fly flow. 1-2-3. Tanahashi gets the win. I would have thought that Garcia was going to get this win. I mean, he's a big star on TV. They don't really have a lot invested in Tanahashi as far as AEW and Ring of Honor is concerned, and he's getting up there in age. I would have liked to see Garcia get the victory, maybe with some underhanded means, heating up something later down the road when they're heating up Forbidden Door. But that's just me. Number 6, Athena versus Yuka Sakazaki. New title. The new look at the title. Crowd behind Yuka here. Crowd seemed a little worn out at this time. Yuka taking it to the champ here. Athena counters into a series of relentless looking power bombs. This was my favorite part of the match. 1-2. Yuka kicks out. Champ can't keep the challenger down. Sakazaki dives off the stage. Back in the ring. Dives off the top. 1-2. Athena kicks out. O-face from Athena. 1-2-3. The champ retains. Good match, but it went a little too long for my liking. Number 5, Shibata versus Wheeler Yuta with Moxley in Yuta's corner for the pure title. Shibata locks in the figure 4. He uses his first rope break, or Yuta uses his first rope break. Yuta fights back with some chops, but that's like bringing a knife to a chop fight, if you know what I'm saying. Shibata working real snug as always. Wheeler hits a closed fist, so then as the ref turns to kind of tell whoever that's his warning, Yuta then low blows Shibata. Yuta full on heel this whole match. I mean, they were kind of teasing it for a little bit, but now Yuta just, and Blackpool Combat Club full on heels, I would say, this whole, on Dynamite, and then definitely in this match for Yuta. Yuta uses his second rope break. Yuta being a real asshole here, spitting on Shibata. Shibata applies a choke, brings him down. PK 1-2-3. Shibata is the new ROH Pure Champion. That is crazy. I didn't ever think that would happen, but it's very fitting. Shibata Pure Champion. It's kind of one of those things you always wanted, but you never knew you wanted until you saw it. Number 4, Samoa Joe versus Mark Briscoe. This match was the first one that felt like a Ring of Honor match here on this card. It was at Mania last year where Samoa Joe debuted for this version of Ring of Honor. It was a Mania last year where we saw that amazing, it was match of the year. I put it as match of the year, the Briscoes versus FTR. So I thought, this match was going to be further into the card. Snug strike battle. Joe controlling the pace here. Mark won't quit. Mark uses a chair to assist him for the senton over the top rope. Kisses his daughter. You got to love that. Chop off the top. chops on deck. Joe answers back. Joe bleeding. Mark gets to the ropes from the submission attempt, but he hits the froggy bow. 1, 2. Joe kicks out. I was shocked. There was this moment right here where I was like, what's going to happen? Then Joe chops Mark, or not chops Mark, but chokes Mark Briscoe out. I can't even believe it. I can't even come up with the words to say what actually happened. I'm in so much shock. But, Joe chokes out Mark Briscoe here. This outcome, like I said, truly shocked me. I mean, the feel-good story right here, you could tell it. Mark Briscoe with the ROH TV Championship. I thought it was going to happen. The crowd thought it was going to happen. The crowd wanted it. I guess Samoa Joe wanted a little more. I don't know. Maybe Mark will turn his attention to another title, I guess. I guess the feel-good moment was coming later on in the show, in the ladder match, believe it or not. So maybe they didn't want too much Mark, too much feel good. I don't know. I would have still put the title on him. I mean, it's kind of like a turning of the page. He was a tag guy. Unfortunately, he's no longer a tag guy. But here he is with the ROH TV title, a title that you rarely see on TV, a title that maybe needs a shot in the arm. And Mark Briscoe's career, unfortunately, might need a shot in the arm. I feel like it could have been a good symbiotic relationship, this title and Mark Briscoe. But I don't know. I mean, I'm just going to say I think it was a bad booking decision to have Mark Briscoe not win this championship. Number 3, the World Championship, Claudio Castagnoli versus Eddie Kingston. Eddie firing on all cylinders right off the bat. Claudio with a suplex to the floor. I thought that was pretty nice. Claudio leg hurting after Kingston, is kind of centralized his attack on that. Bitch slap battle for the ages. Claudio unable to lock in the swing because of the damage done to his leg. Superplex 1, 2. Kingston kicks out. Kingston goes for a dive to the outside. Superplex back into the ring by Claudio. 1, 2. Kingston kicks out again. Kingston dives on the outside again. Bulldog off the second. 1, 2. Claudio kicks out. Bitch slap battle yet again. Kingston locks in a choke. Claudio gets to the ropes. Ricola bomb countered into a spinning back fist. 1, 2. No. Frustration turns to shock. Back to frustration again on the challenger's face. Uppercut. 1, 2. Kingston kicks out again. Neuralizer. 1 count. Kingston hulks up here like it's 1989 and he's Hulk Hogan. Ricola bomb. 1, 2. Kingston rolls through, goes for a pin. 1, 2. Claudio rolls through. He's on top now. 1, 2, 3. The champ steals one. It looks like they were about to attack him. Then Shibata comes out. Shibata keeps the Blackpool Combat Club at bay. And then Eddie Kingston cuts like the worst promo of all time / the most entertaining promo of all time. He says like 3 F-bombs. Can't catch his breath. He's got 1 minute. Can't come up with what to say. It says that MJF gets 30 minutes on TV. He just wants 1 minute, and it's like, buddy, you got that minute. You're holding the mic. You're literally holding this whole show hostage. Everyone else is trying to get to another show because it's WrestleMania weekend. They're going to show after show after show, and here you are just breathing into the mic. And then when you get 20 seconds, you say, Claudio, I'm going to kick your ass. It's like, bro, you didn't kick Claudio's ass. He just kicked your ass. He took the title home with him. I feel like he's usually a good talker, but here he didn't know what to say, and unfortunately he had the microphone. That's why they play your music, buddy, because you don't have to say anything. The crowd will cheer as you walk away because they're playing your music. But that was number 3 out of 8. Number 2, Commander versus Vikingo, the Curtain Jerker. I didn't think any match on this card was going to beat this, but we're going to give it to another match later on, which you're going to hear about. But this match for the AAA Mega Championship was amazing. Table came out early. Sloppy 450 off the stage from Commander. Shooting Star off the apron from Vikingo here. Commander brings up his boots, not his knees, and kind of connects with Vikingo's like chest here. That was kind of a crazy move. But then back in the ring, Vikingo gets his boots up on Commander, it was cooler than what it sounds like right here. Commander also countering a springboard senton into a power bomb at one point. That was pretty sick. Vikingo jumps off the post, then springboards onto the second for an inverted senton to the floor. Then springboard Phoenix splash into the ring. Commander counters a power bomb attempt from Vikingo into a destroyer on the apron. This looked nasty. Commander stands on the ropes, and then this was just a great shot here with all of LA getting on their feet, knowing he's about to do something awesome because they saw it on AEW Dynamite, and then he does do something awesome. The tightrope corkscrew dive to the floor that he's become known for these last few weeks. Springboard shooting star 1, 2, no. Vikingo with a destroyer off the top. 630, like the running 630 that he did on Dynamite through the table, but the table doesn't break. 630 in the ring, no one home. Hidden ace. Commander's big move. 1, 2. Vikingo grabs the rope. Commander getting frustrated. I can't believe it. 630 from Vikingo. 1, 2, 3. Vikingo gets the win and retains his title. I thought they were flipping the title. I was thinking about this. I was like, this is a pretty big stage for AAA. Switch the title tonight. But I guess that's exactly what they want me to think. They're keeping it on they're keeping it on Vikingo, keeping Vikingo strong. I don't know who's going to beat him here. I don't know what's going to happen with this Mega Championship. The fact that I'm asking about what's going to happen with it means that what they're doing is working. They've got two big stars here in Commander and Vikingo who are tearing it up on WrestleMania weekend, much like the Lucha Bros used to do years ago at WrestleMania weekend. And excuse me. And here they are in what I consider the best match of the evening, the ladder match. Aussie Open, Los Ingobernables, Top Flight, The Kingdom, and the Lucha Bros. This match was amazing. I mean, right off the bat, Matt Taven tearing up. He's close to Jay Briscoe. This match is supposed to honor Jay Briscoe. He hits a Doomsday Suicide Dive onto Darius Martin for Jay Briscoe. Lucha on Lucha action here. Action picks up a little bit. The Kingdom bleeding. Poetry in Motion Van Daminator from Top Flight. Early 90s, late 90s, I should say. Eat your heart out here. Top Flight is hitting a Hardy Boys meets RVD move. Aussie Open. Building some crazy ladder shit to go along with the Kingdom's crazy table shit on the outside. Drew Listico throws Fletcher into the announce table. This was a crazy spot. It wasn't like a Monday Night Raw announcer table bust. The announcers literally didn't know someone was coming. I don't think the guy who was getting flung into him knew he was going to fling that far into the announcer table. They're checking on the mics. All hell is breaking loose here. Penta hits a destroyer through 4 tables, and unfortunately this was the spot here where Dante Martin's foot just turned the complete opposite direction, facing the other way. His toes were the opposite direction of his knee, if that helps. I'm not a doctor. I should have explained this a little better, but I'm just going to say get well soon, Dante Martin, because the look he gave the refs when the refs were checking to see if he was okay, as then you see, his foot facing the wrong direction. He just says, my leg, and he's just in shock. God damn, that was a crazy moment in an amazing, amazing match. Phoenix then fights off the Kingdom and then gets the tag titles. Lucha Brothers are the new Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. Mark comes out. FTR comes out. I thought this was, to challenge these guys, but it was for a show of respect. The Kingdom and Mark Briscoe embrace as Phoenix is just cutting this crazy promo in English, just saying how he's the best in the world. Darius is checking on his brother along with the refs. This is just a melee of crazy shit. For, these vacant tag titles, it was the match of the weekend so far. And I think I do this thing where I rank the top 10 matches of the month, and there's 3 matches on this card that got into the top 10 of the month. So, that's saying something about this card. I would go out of my way to watch this ladder match. I would go out of my way to watch this whole card. It was great. We have WrestleMania the next 2 nights. Joey Janela's Spring Break has started right now. I'm going to watch that tomorrow morning. I'm also going to watch the Hall of Fame. If anything on Stand and Deliver is getting rave reviews, I'm going to watch that. Goddamn, do I love pro wrestling. Goddamn, do I love WrestleMania weekend. I hope you guys are enjoying these. I'm enjoying making them. Fly high. I'm out.